playing together?
2 years.
As a quartet?
No.
A couple of weeks.
First, a couple weeks as a quartet, so you've been in class together for a couple years?
Yeah.
Cool, terrific. Okay, so I'm going to move a couple setup things. Because right now we have two teams facing each other. But we want to more create like an arc seating so that, we can be looking across more, and that way you can see more of what he's doing as well. So what I'm going to have you do is stand up. You guys are fine. My cello, my first violin. I'm going to move your seat slightly. And that way also, sort of like how in orchestra they have an arc, right? So, I guess you might have you move back a little bit. That way you're on the side of there. Okay. Now we're getting better. I'm going to pull you guys up just a tiny bit. Okay. There we go. So this is more like how a traditional quartet would sit, more like in an arc like this instead of facing each other. And hopefully that way you can see one another more. My toe tappers. You must just tap your toe on your shoe to keep your steady beat. But doing this, you're adding a musical accompaniment to the piece, right? You're now adding a percussion line that wasn't meant to be there. So it's good that you're keeping, it's good. Steady beat is so important. So I'm glad that you're keeping that. That's so valuable. But make it so the audience can see it or hear it. Okay, so instead of thinking about your feet, we're watching your playing. Okay? So let's try the beginning. And since you get to start it, it was nice that you counted off for them, but you don't necessarily have to, because once you start, you're counting in your head, and once you bum, 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 they will get the tempo from that, because you have a whole measure before our next part joins in, okay? So you just sort of look, make sure that they're all ready, that they're awake, that they know that this is happening, and then you can just start. Musicians will hold their breath for a whole piece, and then at the end, and if you're not breathing, you're not getting oxygen to your brain, and if your brain doesn't get oxygen, it stops working, which is not what you want to have happen. So before you play, bum, bum, then before you play, bum, bum, before you play, okay, and before you play, okay, so let's try that. Good. And if there's no movement, it's just bum. You gotta sort of get into the piece, get into the movement, okay? So let's try again. It was slow, but it happened. They're lasting for a whole measure. So here's where you're sort of setting a mood, like it's winter, it's cold, and right now it's sort of like bump, bump, we're marching along, and I'm not sure that's the mood you want. What do you think it should be like here at this beginning? Like, what do you think the feeling of this piece should be right now? Peaceful, okay, peaceful. What else? What's your dynamic marking? Piano, okay. What else? Do you think you're making a peaceful piano? No? Okay. Okay, so let's try starting in measure 4 so that we're all in together playing. We've all done our greeting to join in, right? Let's start there. you're setting the mood a little bit more mysterious. I like your separated bowings. It fits the time period of the piece, but maybe not so accented. Like they feel a little bit too heavy right now, and it's sort of like, oh, something's gonna happen, we don't know yet, oh, oh. Okay, it's missing, and then all of a sudden it explodes, okay? So let's start a measure 4. You're setting this mysterious mood, okay? 1, 2, ready, and... And since your notes keep playing, you have a whole measure, so look at one another while you play, so that you're playing together. When your note changes, try to breathe. Because you've spent all this time creating this mystery and creating this winter peaceful experience, and now it's going to just explode, and all of you have to be involved in that, not just one. Whole group, okay? So let's start at 15. All right, how do you start yourself at 15? Who are you looking to start? Yeah, it's going to be you, okay? And just like how you were breathing, right? You're going to have to give a bump, 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 bump. Okay, it's happening. It was a mini explosion. It was much better. Start again at 15. And your breath now needs to be in time. Dun, 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 dun. Right away. So you're already thinking ahead of time what your beat is. Keep that toe glued. All right, ready? Somewhere to grow. So you're very excited, but now you're as loud as you can, and you can't get any louder. So you gotta, before you get there, play a little softer. So 15, make sure you're probably somewhere like mezzo forte, and then you're giving yourself room to grow. Maybe then a little soft. So each time you get soft, and then you have room to grow. Because if you start as loud as you possibly can, how can you play any louder, right? You're going to start breaking your bow hairs and rosins in the air, and it's just chaos. So make sure that you're thinking about each explosion, which means before that, it's got to be a little softer. So start at 15, a little bit softer. 1, 2. Looks like you're having fun. Yeah? All right, well done. Nice playing.